Fairy tales tell us that princesses marry charming princes, live in grand palaces, and enjoy a perfect happily ever after. But in the real world, royal life is anything but a fairy tale. Take Princess Mako of Japan, for example. She had it all: royal status, a 1,500-year-old legacy, and a future paved with prestige. Yet, in 2021, she did the unthinkable. She walked away from it all: her title, wealth, and privilege, all for love. And not just any love, but one that sparked national controversy. Her father, Crown Prince Fumihito, could have stopped her, but instead, he let her make the most scandalous decision in modern Japanese royal history. Why did she do it? Why did Japan react so strongly? This is the extraordinary story of Mako Komuro, the princess who defied an empire. Let's find out more on Empire Elegance. For Princess Mako, royalty wasn't just about elegant gowns and grand palace banquets. It came with a heavy price: rigid rules, relentless scrutiny, and almost no personal freedom. Born on October 23, 1991, Mako Nishino was the eldest daughter of Crown Prince Fumihito and Crown Princess Kiko. She was also the niece of Emperor Naruhito and the granddaughter of Emperor Emeritus Akihito. Unlike Europe, where queens can rule, Japan's imperial system only allows men to ascend the throne. And for royal women, the rules are even harsher. If a princess marries a commoner, she loses everything: her title, status, and her place in the imperial family. And that's exactly what happened to Princess Mako. Mako's love story began in 2012 at International Christian University in Tokyo, where she met Kei Komuro, a fellow student with big dreams but no royal lineage. Kei wasn't wealthy. He held no political power. But to Mako, none of that mattered. By December 2013, over a quiet dinner, Kei proposed, and Mako happily accepted. The couple planned to marry in 2018, but then everything unraveled. When their engagement was announced in 2017, it sent shockwaves through Japan. A princess marrying a commoner was already a bold departure from tradition, but sooner a greater controversy emerged. Kei's mother was accused of failing to repay money borrowed from her former fiancé. The media erupted, casting Kei in an unflattering light. Was he after Mako's wealth? Public scrutiny was relentless, and the backlash postponed their wedding indefinitely. Critics branded Kei a fortune seeker, while traditionalists lamented that a princess was marrying beneath her station. Determined to prove himself, Kei moved to New York in 2018 to pursue a law degree, while Mako waited, steadfast in her love. For years, the Japanese press subjected Kei to ruthless scrutiny. By 2021, Mako had made up her mind. She wanted only one thing: to marry Kei, regardless of the cost. Mako understood the gravity of her choice. By marrying Kei, she would forfeit her royal title, leave behind the palace she had called home since birth, and face relentless public scrutiny. And yet, undeterred by the consequences, she chose love over privilege. On October 26, 2021, Princess Mako officially became Mako Komuro. There was no grand ceremony, no royal celebrations, just a quiet legal registration. She even rejected the $1.3 million payout from the government, a sum given to royal women when they leave the family. She wanted nothing from the imperial institution, only a life of her own. That same day, she left the Akasaka estate and moved in with Kei. The once adored princess became just another citizen of Japan. The reaction was swift and unforgiving. Protests erupted across Japan, with outraged citizens holding signs denouncing the marriage. The media labeled it as a national disgrace, while social media platforms buzzed with relentless criticism. The backlash took a profound toll on Mako. The intense scrutiny led palace physicians to diagnose her with post-traumatic stress disorder, directly attributing it to the unrelenting public condemnation. Still, she remained resolute. In a rare statement, she publicly defended Kei, calling him irreplaceable and denouncing the falsehoods spread about him. Here's the biggest question: why did Crown Prince Fumihito, a strict traditionalist, allow his daughter to walk away from royalty? The answer is simple: because she never wavered. At first, Fumihito had concerns. He wanted Kei's family issues resolved before giving his blessing. However, over the years, he witnessed something undeniable. Mako and Kei's love never faded. No matter how much pressure they faced or how much criticism they endured, they remained committed to each other. In the end, Fumihito had a difficult choice. He could either force his daughter to stay royal, miserable, and alone, or he could let her go, even if it meant breaking tradition. And like any father who truly loves his daughter, he chose her happiness over duty. He didn't just allow it, he respected it. When the media and public turned against her, he did not remain silent. He condemned the relentless criticism as particularly terrible, recognizing that Mako was not merely following her heart, she was asserting her right to shape her own destiny. By the time the wedding day arrived, Fumihito's stance was clear. He honored Mako's decision, even if it meant defying centuries of royal tradition. And in a moment of profound significance, he and the rest of the imperial family bowed to her as she departed. A silent yet powerful farewell. With the wedding behind them, Mako and Kei left Japan for New York. Their departure was broadcast nationwide, sparking fresh debate. Some likened them to the Japanese Meghan and Harry. Others speculated about their future, especially since Kei had yet to pass the bar exam. But Mako was unfazed. She had already made the boldest decision of her life, renouncing royalty for love. In a final act of defiance, she rejected the traditional financial settlement granted to female royals. She wasn't running away with wealth. She was simply choosing freedom, love, and self-determination. Now, Mako is just another New Yorker, living life on her own terms. She and Kei are starting fresh, away from the pressures of the imperial family. Will they thrive? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. She left Japan not as a princess, but as a woman who fought for her own happiness. And that's a story worth remembering. And that's the story of why Crown Prince Fumihito and his daughter, Princess Mako. In the end, it wasn't about royal rules or public opinion. It was about a father recognizing his daughter's unwavering love and choosing her happiness over tradition. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing royal stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.